Mandela speaks on investigation into the looting of funds during apartheid, and Apple founder Steve Jobs resigns as CEO. That's in the news. Good morning. Public Protector Thuli Madonsela says a preliminary investigation into a complaint about the looting of state funds during apartheid can be fast-tracked if Treasury provides her with more investigators. She says she hopes to release a preliminary report by the end of October. Madonsela's investigation follows a complaint from the chairperson for the Southern African Institute for Accountability, Paul Hoffman, who wants money stolen during apartheid to be recovered. Hoffman also wants Madonsela to investigate why the post-apartheid government failed to recover alleged stolen money. Mercedes Besant reports.
About 26 billion rands was allegedly looted towards the end of apartheid. Those who are said to have benefited include some in the financial sector. One of the country's leading banks is implicated in the alleged looting during apartheid. This followed a probe commissioned by government after 1994. Public Protector Thuli Madonsela.
I will have concluded my preliminary investigation by the end of October. Unless, obviously, if finance gives me more investigators, I will be able to give this to an investigator and then it will move faster.
Madonsela says whether a full investigation will be launched will depend on her preliminary findings. Mercedes Besant, SABC News, Parliament.
Meanwhile, Chairperson of the Standing Committee on Public Accounts, or SCOPA, Themba Godi, says the sooner an investigation is done, the better.
The apartheid system was a corrupt system, and we know that they didn't have good laws like the Public Finance Management Act, which we now have. So obviously, in an atmosphere of non-transparency, a lot of things would have happened. So as a matter of principle, yes, we feel let the investigations be done, the sooner the better, because the longer it takes, the less likely we are to find witnesses, documentation, and stuff like that. So we would want to encourage the Public Protector to act with haste.
Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu says the government under former President Thabo Mbeki disliked the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. He says this is the reason that some of the Commission's recommendations were not implemented. He was speaking during a debate on issues of moral integrity at the University of Cape Town last night. Tutu used the platform to clarify his call for a wealth tax to be imposed on white South Africans, saying he had hoped the response would be that of people doing it out of generosity.
The TRC failed on many respects, but it failed because President Thabo Mbeki hated the TRC because somebody told him that the TRC criminalized the struggle. And that is the reason why he tried to stop the publication of the report. And from that moment on, they really didn't care about the recommendations that the TRC made.
2 train carriages have caught fire in Khayelitsha on the Cape Flats, causing heavy rail delays in the area. Metro Rail spokesperson Zinomiyi says emergency crews are on the scene. She says they've arranged alternative transport for commuters. Miyi says one carriage had commuters on board when it caught fire, but there were no injuries.
What we suspect is that it's a vandalism-related incident. We arrange some buses so that they can ferry our customers to various destinations. Everything is under control, but there are some delays, major delays on the central line that affects the Khayelitsha, Krisani, the Nolungile line.
Apple founder Steve Jobs has resigned as chief executive of the technology giant and will be replaced by its chief operating officer, Tim Cook. Jobs, who underwent a liver transplant following pancreatic cancer, said he could no longer meet his chief executive's duties and expectations.